Natasha Ednan-Laperouse was just 15 when she died in 2016 following a severe allergic reaction to a baguette bought in a pret-a-manger containing sesame. After her death, the law was changed to require all food outlets to provide a full ingredients list and allergy labelling on food pre-packaged for direct sale. But her family say it's not enough. Natasha's mother, Tanya, has described her daughter's death as entirely preventable, and today she renewed calls on the government to appoint an allergy czar. This afternoon, MPs have been debating the issue in Westminster, where we can join Wendy Hurrell. Wendy, bring us up to date on what's been said there today.
Well, that debate has recently finished this afternoon, and Natasha's mother, Tanya, is with me now. You were at the debate and you've done so much. You have started a research foundation in your daughter's name. You have shone a spotlight on this issue for millions of people that suffer with allergies. Clearly, you feel there is more to do. What is the scale of the problem?
The scale of the problem is that allergies are really mushrooming. We're now seeing 1 or 2 children every single class across the UK with food allergies. Now, 20 years ago, that just wasn't the case. Maybe 1 allergic child in a whole school, if at all. But we're also seeing increases in A&E with 615% more cases in the last few years. So it's something that's not going to go away. It's only getting worse. And that's why today's debate was so important.
And you have, since Natasha's death, faced this again and again, haven't you? You've been to more inquests of young people losing their lives because there isn't a joined up way of dealing with it, or perhaps enough funding.
It's been heartbreaking. You know, we get contacted through Natasha's foundation by parents who've lost their children, and we meet with them. We've been to a number of inquests, and every single one of those deaths could have been avoided. And what we're finding more and more is that really it's the gaps in the system. It's gaps in allergy care that people are falling through. So primary healthcare, secondary healthcare, primary meaning your GP, doctors when you get referred to a clinic. There's just not enough training. There aren't enough consultants. There aren't enough clinics. And it's a postcode lottery. And many people wait years for a diagnosis for their children. And in that time, they're too scared to literally give them anything to eat in case it could become an allergen.
Very difficult. It affects a lot of people. And so you're calling for an allergy czar. What would this appointment achieve, do you think?
Well, it's an allergy czar, it's an allergy lead. And what it is, it's a champion for people with allergies. It's somebody who has got clinical expertise in allergy that can look at the whole picture of what's happening. No one's really doing that. And can see where the holes are, what needs to be fixed. So that if you have an allergy or if your child has an allergy, and let's be clear that allergies can and do kill, and even if they don't kill, people never know when anaphylaxis will strike and whether it will be fatal. So there's always the fear that it could be fatal. Yeah. And they can look at the gaps and get training for GPs. GPs aren't trained in allergy. Can get more clinicians, can get more clinics, can get a register of anaphylaxis and near fatal attacks as well.
Well, that's what you put to the debate today. Let's just hear from the government minister and his response to that.
We've heard the calls for an allergy czar, a form of leadership to advocate on behalf of those with serious allergies and their families. Now, we already have parts of that leadership role in place, though, to be clear, that responsibility is not to address the point made by the Honourable Member for Hammersmith, squarely on one individual's shoulder. So we will absolutely look closely at this proposal and how we get to a more joined up approach.
So what was your reaction to that debate and that sum up from the government minister?
Well, the sum up that they've got somebody in place, we're not particularly satisfied with that. The person that they're talking about has expertise in immunology, and allergy is a very, very small part of what they do. And we just need somebody who can actually really put all their resource and their knowledge and expertise. We need an allergy lead, which isn't really this person. No matter how good they are, they're not the right person for it. But however, the minister has said that they will meet with us and that the door is not closed and they want to take this forward. So we're actually very pleased with the result of today.
It's a really good result. Thank you so much for joining us. Back to you in the studio.
Wendy, thank you.